blended beers. So it's a barley wine and an imperial stout, both of which we take the beer and barrel age it in several different finishes. So, for example, the imperial stout was in a port wine barrel, bourbon barrel, and brandy barrel. Barrel age them in separate finishes, figure out a blend, like the proportions that work, blend it back together, and then usually we'll add some fresh beer for the barley wine. We barrel aged it for a year, did the new barley wine, and then with the fresh barley wine we blended that with the barrel aged barley wine. Whatever was left in the barrels of the aged barley wine, we topped up with fresh barley wine. With the imperial stout we used our red IPA, which is our core IPA. It's quite a dark red IPA though, and it really helped bring out a lot of the kind of fruity characters from the wine and from the spirits, rather than it just being imperial stout and wood and kind of this. It made it less muddled, kind of, and I think that is a kind of recurring theme.
Blending old beer and new beer is kind of like what you used to do in the old days. But how did you come up with this idea? Where did you get the inspiration?
One of the first ones that we did was this imperial stout, and we were kind of sitting around. We got a tap room with a few taps, and it was like, right, well, what proportions do we want to mix this beer in? Right, okay, well, there's all this, and there was something. It just felt like there was something missing, and we were thinking, like, right, well, like how could we bring out this character without, say, having the wine dominate the spirits, or how could do it? And it was literally just the beer was sitting there on tap, and we were just, well, wonder if this will work. Tried it, and yeah, it did work. For the barley wine, it was always the plan, because we planned to do like a Solera method type thing. So we knew, right, we've got, and it definitely helped having some more experienced blenders, like guys from the whiskey world. They came on board and they're like, they kind of tried the fresher beer, and were like, well, it's the barrels and the beer that was in the barrels. The aged beer is a lot drier, and it just the kind of hoppy character and things like that just gave it that thing that just makes it.
How do you choose the barrels? Right? How do you red wine, white wine?
Yeah, at the start we were just like, what sounds interesting, because the thing is we bought loads of stuff. We had some rum barrels, and we didn't put any of it into the blend because they just didn't play well with others, really. Like it was a bit too aggressive compared to the other finishes, and it was wiping everything else out. So we just didn't use it, and then we'll just release that and say. And we've done a keg of it at one point, and then we just topped it up with fresh beer. But it was just, yeah, it's more right. Let's kind of just get these barrels, stick the beer in it, and then it's like, right, well, now we've got these things to play with. Like, what did this do after a year? What did that do after a year? And then kind of try and figure it out. And then at the second year, we're like, oh well, we wish we had more of that. So then we're like, okay, we didn't have quite enough wine character. It's all too much spirits. It's all really dominant. So yeah, we'll get some wine barrels, and we filled up. Like the majority of the new stuff that we got was wine barrels from a guy we know. And yeah, it's just a bit of a learning process, and also a bit of kind of putting yourself in that box, just being like, this is what we've got. Let's work with what we got.
There's one Siren beer that we need to taste during this festival. Which one is it? Which session is it?
I have no idea when our beers are on which sessions, or which beers are on which sessions, but I'd say the Nacken, which is our like a hoppy Hefeweizen.
Oh yeah.
Blended with some of our pale ale, Brett pale ale, and some fresh hoppy beer, and aged for like 3 months on peaches. Yeah, that's the one that I'll be drinking.
It sounds really, really awesome, and I'm looking forward to it.
We tried it yesterday.
Yeah.
My memory from last day.
Yeah.
Cheers, really nice to meet you. I'm really looking forward to having some more beers from Siren.
No worries, no worries. Cheers.
Out of a life of time,